One day out of the blue, I got a phone call from Jemima, and she said that I have a guest coming, a very famous celebrity coming, and I would like you to make something for her. My name is Rizwan Beyg. I'm a fashion designer. One day out of the blue, I got a phone call from Jemima, and she said that I have a guest coming, a very famous celebrity coming, and I would like you to make something for her. So being very curious, I said, who is that person? And she said, well, right now it's not confirmed, so I can't really, tell you who it is. But I said, okay, so give me, her measurements and give me her size. So she sent me her measurements. I had a feeling it was going to be Diana. So I started doing a lot of research on the net, and I looked up the internet and said, what her style was, what kind of clothes she wore. And I found that Diana was very, very experimental, because she was one of the few people who had broken away from the typical monarchy of what they used to wear. And she, when she traveled extensively, when she traveled to international, countries, she actually experimented with what those people were locally wearing. So I decided to make her an achkan, which is basically like a sherwani, a man's version of a sherwani, but we made it a softly more feminine version. I had suspected that she was coming for the opening of the Shaukat Khanam. And while I was in this process, it came out in the papers that Diana was going to visit Pakistan. So it kind of confirmed that it was actually going to be Diana. She loved pearls and she loved the color off-white. And we decided that she was not going to wear anything that was even close to what was ethnic or traditional. So the embroidery we chose was very, very Western. It was all silk thread embroidery, and it was all in 5 different shades of white. So there was a cream and there was an apple white and all different shades of white, and we used a lot of pearls with it. And we designed and embroidered this achkan for her. And then we decided that since she was going to come to Pakistan and she was experimental, we actually made a shalwar for her. So it was like a trouser shalwar, a modern version of the shalwar. I think it was 3 days before she arrived, I got a call from Jemima, and she said, I think you know who it's for. So I said, yes. And she said that, are Diana's clothes ready? And I said, yes, they're ready. I said, I'll send them to you. She said, no, I want you to come and meet her. So that was really wonderful. So I was supposed to meet her 11:30 the next morning. And it was like a dream come true, because I was actually going to meet one of the hugest celebrities and one of the biggest fashion icons in Pakistan. We ended up going to meet her. She was staying at a friend's house, one of Imran Khan's friend's houses. And like a dream, Diana walks out and she's sitting there and she's like, and I'm thinking, this is unreal, I'm a designer from a third world country who's probably never, dreamt of meeting somebody like Diana, such a big superstar. And I immediately kind of, fell in love with her, because she was one of the most amazing people. She was very shy, she was very soft-spoken, and she was like 5'11" in her bare feet. I could understand why people fell in love with her, I could understand why she was called the people's princess. So I pulled out the outfit and she said, oh my God, your clothes are so beautiful, and do you come to England? You should be doing something in the UK. And so she said, I said to her, I was just given your measurements, I don't even know if it's going to fit you, so it would be nice if you... She said, well, I'm definitely going to wear it. So that immediately made me feel that, it was all worth it. And I said, I have one request. So she looked a little nervous. I said, I'd love to take a photograph. So she said, sure. She said, where's your camera? So I said, I've left, I think it's in the car. And in my excitement of meeting Diana, I left my camera behind at the house. She must have realized that, I didn't have my camera. She said, you didn't bring your camera. I said, no, I didn't bring my camera, in my excitement to meet you. She said, why don't you go and get your camera? Please go and get your camera. So I, of course, like a madman, rushed into the car, drove all the way back to the house, picked up my camera. When I came back, she had put on the outfit. She said, you can't take a picture of me and you without me in your outfit. So I was, of course, I was over the moon. So we took a picture, Jemima came and took a picture of the 2 of us. And 2 days later, I actually saw pictures in the press where Diana was actually wearing my outfit. Right now, it's at her memorial where she's buried in Althorpe. There's a small museum there. So the outfit is there with my name on it.